Good morning, church. It is Sunday, March 22nd, and it's about 10 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this video. Just want to give you a heads up. Many of you saw the Facebook message that was sent out last night, or if you've been to the mycovingtonchurch.com website, you've seen the updates that have been posted on there. Just want to give you this announcement that things are changing, at least for a couple of weeks, because of the advice of the CDC and because of the executive order that our governor here in the state of Oklahoma ordered. We'll be doing things differently. So social distancing is being advised. Groups larger than 10 people are to be avoided, and that leaves us without our corporate worship gatherings on Sunday morning. It leaves us without Sunday mornings. It leaves us without donut time and Sunday school and so many of the other things we love. So ministry is changing, at least for the next couple of weeks. It's going to look a little bit differently. And so I'm going to walk you through a couple of those things. Now, if you've been to the website and if you read what I posted on Facebook last night, you're aware of some of these changes and some of these updates. But if you haven't, or if you have read that, this will be a great refresher for you. I want you to be aware of them because we are going to rely and lean heavily on some of these things over the next couple weeks to sustain us, to grow us in our faith, and to keep us in the midst of community, because it really is important even when we can't be together. So the first thing I want to take you to is the My Covington Church website. You can find that at mycovingtonchurch.com. That's the actual website address. On that website, you can find numerous things, links, resources, and a bunch of other things that I think will be really, really handy for you. That website is changing by the day, so I do expect it to be a little better as we move throughout this process. It is not as mobile friendly as we would like it to be. That being said, it has everything on it that you need. So it's mycovingtonchurch.com. One of the things that I want to direct you to on there is the link for Right Now Media. And many of you have seen that promoted over the years here on Sunday morning gatherings. You've seen it, or perhaps you've used it in your Sunday school classes. It is like Netflix, but it's Christian content. There are Christian curriculum sets, group Bible studies, family studies, devotional resources, kids' videos. There's printables, there's handouts, there's theological lectures, there's conferences. There is so much wonderful information on there. And it is actually a service that the church is paying for, and it's free for you to use. So if you visit the My Covington Church website, there's two different places you can find information about Right Now Media. One is under Children and Youth or Kids and Youth. If you click on that tab on the website, there's a link there to Right Now Media, and that's emphasizing the kids section of Right Now Media. As well, if you go to the Resources tab of the website, you'll find information on there about Right Now Media. So you have to register, but registering is easy, and again, it's free. You can register through the link, or you can register by texting Right Now, that's one word, RIGHTNOW, Right Now, space FBC Covington. That's one word, FBC COVINGTON. You can text Right Now, space FBC Covington, those two words, to 41411. Texting that will set you up with a link that will help you register and sign up. Or you can follow, again, the link under the Kids / Youth tab, or follow the link under the Resources tab on the My Covington Church website. It is full of content. And not only is it full of content, it's full of content that's safe. So it's FBC approved. It's really, really good stuff on there. So I encourage you to check that out and find some great, great things on there. One of the other things I want to point you to on the website is the Stream tab. And on the Stream tab is where you'll find a link to the YouTube channel. YouTube, it's a little frustrating. We don't have an actual channel name. We can't get a channel name till we get 1,000 subscribers, and I don't know if that'll ever happen. So right now, it's a very long link, or you have to go to YouTube, and you actually have to search for First Baptist Church, Covington, Oklahoma. If you do that, you'll find our actual channel. And on that channel, you will find dozens of sermons that have been preached here at the church. Now, if you haven't been here on a particular Sunday, you're more than welcome, in fact, encouraged to go back and watch one of those Sunday morning services. If you're dying for some of our worship music, we're going to be without that for a little while, but you can go to the YouTube channel and you can be there as we're singing hymns together, and you can be there as we're singing those corporate worship songs. So I invite you to again, visit that YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search for First Baptist Church, Covington, Oklahoma, and there you'll find, again, a bunch of those sermons that have been preached in the past. Now, we will be live streaming and posting updates on there regularly as well. And that being said, we're going to do it a little bit differently. I was talking to Mike last night, and we kind of agreed in this. Going to church is a lot like going to the movies. Not that you go to church for entertainment, but it is a setting. It's a corporate setting where there's a level of expectations that are leveled upon us. It's a little bit easier to be still. You don't want to get up because you don't want to interrupt your neighbor, because there's reverence, and we're there for a purpose and an intent. And it's a little different than your living room. If you're in your living room, you've got individuals that are knocking on your door, your cell phone's ringing, you've got laundry and dishes to do, you're cooking in the kitchen. There are all sorts of distractions. A dog is jumping up on your lap. And these things inhibit you or prohibit you from keeping your attention for what normally is about an hour to hour and 30-minute morning worship service. So I don't know that we collectively are capable of maintaining our attention for a full hour at home as we would be on a Sunday morning. It's difficult enough on Sunday mornings for folks to maintain attention. We struggle to stay awake at times. We struggle to stay off our cell phones. Our kids are handed activity bags because attention spans are short. But we fight through that corporately every week. We are going to be intentional about doing things a little differently during this time span. So instead of 25 to 45-minute sermons, we're going to have shorter videos that are just a few minutes long. So I want to wrap this video up shortly because I don't want to lose your attention, and I want to be a good steward of your time. So what you should expect on a regular basis is not necessarily a Sunday morning at 10:45 live stream, but what you should expect is throughout the week a number of videos to be uploaded to the YouTube channel. Now, if you subscribe, you'll be able to see those instantly once they're uploaded. But if you just refresh the channel occasionally, then you'll be able to watch a couple videos in a row if you need to. But we hope those videos keep your soul fed and keep you growing in your faith as we walk through this process, however long it's going to be. A couple other things on the website. Quickly, I want to walk you through it before we finish up here. On the resources tab, there is a sign up there for a MailChimp. That's a funny word, but a MailChimp mass email. Many of you have already been subscribed. So if you go to subscribe, it tells you you've already been subscribed. I imported about 60 email addresses here this last week. But if you go to the mycovingtonchurch.com website, under resources, there is a sign up that signs you up for our email list. My plan is not just for me, but to have Sunday school teachers, yes, you Sunday school teachers, as well as a handful of other individuals in the church, write short devotionals for me throughout these next few weeks. And so those emails will be sent out everywhere from daily, maybe a few a week. But I want you to share part of your story, or to share something the Lord has walked you through, or to share something that has encouraged your heart over the years. And if you will do that for me, I'll be challenging you personally to do that. But then those things will be sent out collectively to the church, and so we can walk through kind of these daily devotionals together. Although I think what I have to say is important, there are a lot of precious souls at our church that have experienced things that I've never experienced, and they have great wisdom, and they can testify of how the Lord has walked them through some amazing things. So we want to hear from numerous voices over these next few weeks. So again, My Covington Church, you'll find Right Now Media sign up. You'll find a link there to the MailChimp mass email list. You can sign up to that. You'll find a link again to the YouTube channel, which is where you can find old sermons. The last thing I want to direct you to, it's going to be on the My Covington Church website, is online giving. So literally, if you click on the Give tab on the My Covington Church website, there you will be taken to Online Planning Center, which is an opportunity. It's a website for you to give. If you heard from me, or if you read on the website, one of the things that we've noticed over the years is if we don't have a physical church gathering, if we have to cancel because of rain or thunderstorms, or snow or ice, literally the gifts that are missed out on that week are not made up. So corporate, we collect about $2,000 a week, and if we don't have church the next week that we do meet, one would expect that our gifts might be $4,000. It would be double that amount, but it's not. It maintains that $2,000 amount. And so this is what the fear is, and the worry is that if we're not having church collectively, corporately, on a Sunday morning here at First Baptist Church in Covington, if we're not having that big church service, then people just will not give. And so what we want to do is encourage you to be faithful during this time. Now, we have cut costs. We've cut expenses. Obviously, our utility bill is going to decline We're not spending money on food for feeding Kids Quest and youth. But there are a lot of areas that your giving goes to that you might not know about. I'm going to direct you to a couple of those, and then we'll close. When you give, 10% of your gifts go to what's called the cooperative program. That helps with missionaries, North American Mission Board, International Mission Board. It helps with church plants. It also part of that goes to the Baptist General Convention of Oklahoma. So it goes to things like Baptist Boys and Girls Home. It goes to Falls Creek. It goes to many of those things. As well, an additional 3% of your gifts go to 3% of your gifts go to the association, our local association, which is a network of churches. So the Cherokee Strip Association, they support church plants. They help train ministers. They encourage ministers on a weekly basis. Some wonderful things they do. About 10%, about $200 of the of the monthly gift. Excuse me, $200 of the monthly gift. I don't know what that would be percentage-wise, but $200 of our monthly goes to the food pantry here in Covington. And those are ministries, again, that will not be supported if giving declines. So we are cutting expenses, we're cutting costs, but we do encourage you to continue to give. We expect, as individuals are being laid off, as businesses are closing or they're closing early, as hours are being cut, as restaurants are closing, we expect our benevolence ministry, that our opportunity to get to help people that need help with rent and bills, we expect those things to increase. We're at this really, really bad time right now where a lot of people aren't working and the oil field stuff's declining, and we don't know what that's going to do to our community. Child care expenses very well could increase for people as school's not in session. There are just so many changes that are going on. So what I want to do is I want to be sure that you have my email address. It's Philip_Gregg, PHILLIP, Philip_Gregg, GREGG. Underscore is like a little underline. So Philip_Gregg at hotmail.com. You can email me. I would be happy if you need help with Right Now Media, with online giving, with subscribing to the email list. If you need a physical paper directory delivered to your house, I would love to get one delivered to you. I want you to be praying for our church folks. We need to be checking in on them regularly. We need to make sure that people know that they're loved, and if they have needs, that they're being met. So use your church directories. If you need a digital copy of that, I'll be updating it over the next week or two. So if you have an update to send me, you're welcome to do so. And if you need a digital copy of our church directory, again, email me. If you're local, I'll share it with you. If you're someone from around the world that's spying on us, you're probably not going to get a copy of our church directory. But regardless, we love you. Church, let's minister. Let's love and let's grow during this time. I think we can do it together. Visit our website. Continue to check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe to the email list. Check on your neighbors. We love you guys so incredibly much. Use Right Now Media to your advantage. And we hope to see you again here soon. We love you and God bless.